Michelle Flores, and this is my Week 1 video. A little bit about me. I attended UCSD, where I received my bachelor's in biochemistry and cell biology, as well as a master's in developmental biology. I have my single subject teaching credential in biology and chemistry. For the past year, I've worked as a long-term sub at Torrey Pines High School in Del Mar, where I taught 2 sections of college prep biology, as well as a section of sheltered biology. My family is from Argentina, so I am bilingual, and I've gotten tremendous insight from my parents as they were both ESL students themselves. I love working with teenagers, and I find it to be incredibly rewarding. Another fun tidbit, when I was in college, I worked at a developmental biology lab where our model organism was the jerboa, which is a very interesting bipedal rodent that is native to the deserts of Mongolia and China. My research topic investigates the graduation rates and subsequent enrollment in post-secondary educational opportunities for EL students. This study is significant because EL students represent an underserved group. The EL student body is just as ambitious and capable as their non-EL peers, yet many of them are struggling to graduate high school, and even fewer pursue post-secondary educational programs. More must be done by educators and administrators to support EL students and help them graduate, as well as prepare them to apply for college and other educational opportunities. This study will focus on identifying contributing factors that are impeding EL students from graduating high school at the same rate as their non-EL peers and pursuing these post-secondary educational opportunities. The main research questions for my project are: what can educators and administrators do to promote higher high school graduation rates for EL students? What steps can be taken to inspire and prepare EL students to enroll in college and other post-secondary programs? Specifically, what effect does track placement have on graduation rate for EL students, and how does having access to college guidance counseling affect the enrollment of EL students in post-secondary educational opportunities? Is college guidance accessible, and is it effective? My research approach includes a 2-pronged method: a quantitative approach and a qualitative approach. The quantitative approach will be taken to establish a relationship between track placement and college guidance with high school graduation and college enrollment. Participating schools will provide data twice a year, at the end of the fall and end of the spring semesters. This data will consist of percentages: percent of EL students graduating versus percent of non-EL students graduating. It will also include a breakdown of EL students enrolled in more rigorous coursework, honors, AP, IB, etc., versus non-EL students. So I want to get an idea for the track placements, what percent of EL students are enrolled in rigorous coursework versus some that are in less rigorous programs. Schools will also complete a survey that will evaluate the efficacy and accessibility to college counseling guidance. The qualitative approach will consist of a longitudinal case study. This method will be helpful for tracking the first-hand experience of multiple EL students and gaining insight into the courses they take, the support they get when it comes to preparing for post-secondary opportunities, and how this ultimately correlates with their ability to graduate high school and pursue post-secondary educational opportunities. This study will take place over the entire high school experience for EL students, which sometimes is 4 years or sometimes can be longer. Data acquisition will consist of twice-yearly meetings between the EL student, their teachers, counselors, and any administrators to evaluate the student's class selection, as well as any discussions about college planning. These meetings will be recorded, video recorded, and we'll also have journal entries made that will be compiled into one file at the end of the study. Resources. I actually did not utilize the National University Library. Instead, I utilized Google Scholar and a variety of .org and .gov.edu websites to find scholarly articles related to my topic. My resources also consist of data and statistics from government studies. My critical friend pushed me to be more flexible with EL students, which is something I've struggled to find balance with, as I always want to challenge my students to the best of their ability, but I'm finding that I need to be more flexible as well. Here I just have a list of all of my resources. Some notable authors are Sugarman, Fenner, Colleran, Colorado, some that you may recognize. Now, if I could go back in time, I would just remind myself to think about how every step I take could impact students. When anyone's conducting research, regardless of the research questions and goals, it's always vital to put the needs and the well-being of students first. After I received my master's degree, I plan to continue teaching biology and chemistry at the high school level. I had the opportunity to teach a section of sheltered biology last year, and I've been hired to teach it again next year. So I'm really looking forward to that. I feel extremely grateful. I hope I can continue to be a part of the EL program and grow with it. Thank you very much.